Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to share with you the complete guide to Amtrak Guest Rewards Points.
All right, if you watch any of our other videos, we're always telling people you should sign up for guest rewards, and you should. And we're going to tell you how to do that and why you should specifically do that today.
Yes.
So what is the guest rewards program?
Okay, so the Guest Rewards Program is a great program that Amtrak has, and it is actually free to anyone that is using their service. So it's very simple to sign up. You can do it either right in the app or you can do it right on their website. So it's a simple thing to do. They provided this in order to kind of give you, it's a little, bonus back to you for using their service.
And with the program, you earn points and you also earn status levels. So there's two things that you get out of this program. With the points, you'll get free trips. So you can use your 10,000 points to get a free roomette, something like that. But you'll also, as you accumulate points, get different status tiers. And those status tiers will help you with other additional benefits. So we're going to go through all of that and tell you what you need to do and what you'll get. So when you first sign up, you will be what's called just a member, a base member. That is anyone who has not even taken a trip, and that's just how you start out.
Yes.
So everyone in the base member range will earn 2 points for every dollar spent on Amtrak. And so it doesn't go by miles like an airline, it goes by how much you spend. So the more expensive the ticket, the more you'll get. If you're using roomettes, you definitely want to be in this, because if you're spending $1,000 on a roomette, you'll get 2,000 points right off the bat for just buying that first roomette. And as it goes, you just keep accumulating these points, and then you'll level up to all kinds of different levels as you go along.
Yes. So from there, you'll go to select level is the next level up from member, and you're going to need 5,000 tier qualifying points, which we'll discuss in just a moment. You need 5,000 at minimum 5,000 tier qualifying points to get to that level, and that's actually going to earn you a little bit more value, I guess, or more points a little bit faster, I should say, when you do that.
The next level up from there is Select Plus. That's at 10,000 points. And then the top level is Executive, which is at 20,000 points. Okay, so let's talk about how you can use your points and other ways you can earn the points. Now, most people, what they're going to do is they're going to take their points and they're going to redeem it for free travel. And that's what we do. So if you have... Generally, Amtrak points are some of the most valuable in all of travel, and on some routes, they are worth up to 2.5 cents per point. So if you go ahead and type in on Amtrak's website the route for the CoStar Light from LA to Emeryville, you will see that if you get that during low season and the train isn't booked yet, that route will cost you $288 for a roomette for 2 people. Now, if you flip over to the points, you'll see that costs you 10,000 points, roughly, to get that roomette. So that's one of the best deals that you can get is 10,000 points, $288. It's about 2.8 cents per point. If you're going on coach or business, we found that you actually get a little bit less for your points, because the coach ticket on that one is $108. But it's still going to cost you almost 5,000 points. So the best use of your points on any of these routes is probably for a roomette or a bedroom, but most likely it's going to be for a roomette. And so that's what you can do with your points. Now let's talk about a few more ways that you can earn your points.
Right. So, I mean, obviously the basic way to earn them is just by traveling on Amtrak. So like Rob said, you purchase your ticket and then you get 2 points for every dollar that you spend on your ticket. And, you know, even if you're just using like for business travel, it's still good to do that because those points do continue to pile up. And you do, if you travel in business class or first class, if you're in that Northeast kind of corridor area, you do earn more points faster if you're traveling in business class and in like Acela first class as well. So you do earn those points a little bit faster. Now, another way that you can also earn it is through the Amtrak World Mastercard.
Yeah, and this is probably the best and the fastest way to earn points. A couple things that go with this is they always have a introductory offer of how many free points you'll get. It's normally 20,000 points. So if you see that 20,000 free point offer out there, that's something that's basically always there. Once in the last couple of years, we saw a 50,000 point offer for signing up for that card, and we jumped on that one right away because, as we just mentioned, 10,000 points is worth about $288. So 50,000 points is worth, you know, well over $1,000 of free Amtrak travel.
Yeah.
So for the $79 fee to get that MasterCard per year, you're getting a lot of free money in travel. Another great thing about the World MasterCard is that it also helps you rank up quicker through those levels. So when we say you have to have 5,000 points for
the
select,
tier qualifying points,
10,000 for select plus, or 20,000 for executive, dollars that you spend on non-Amtrak travel through the World MasterCard are going to count towards that level that you're going to get. So you're going to get those levels way faster.
quicker.
Yeah?
Yes. We actually got up there pretty quickly. I actually got my status up to executive level pretty quickly by doing that, and Rob has been working his way up with his new card pretty quickly as well by using that travel reward.
You earn an extra 1,000 tier qualifying points for every $5,000 of purchases on the card. So if you made $10,000 worth of purchases on the card, you would get an extra 2,000 tier qualifying points, and that's going to add up pretty quickly. Now, why is that important? Because these levels that you can get, the select plus, and the executive, bring so much benefit to if you're going to be a long-term Amtrak traveler that you almost can't live without that. And the first benefit you'll get is a dedicated hotline to call in. And why is that important?
I think it's ridiculously important because if you've ever tried to call the 1-800-USA Rail and you got through right away, you should probably get a lottery ticket or something. I don't know. I don't play the lottery, but my goodness, you probably feel like you won the lottery if you get right through, because it's almost impossible to call the regular 1-800 number and get through in less than 30 minutes. You call that special number that they send you when you qualify for one of those upper tier levels, and they take care of you in minutes. Absolutely wild how quickly you can get through. They take very good care of you. Now, it's the same attendance that you would get if you called the 1-800-USA Rail. It's just that you're getting through a little bit quicker than you would if you were calling the 1-800.
But it does also seem like I've noticed that when we call in and we have that executive status, they tend to work things out in your favor a little more frequently.
They do. When we want to switch rooms or different things like that, they do. And one time I called and I wanted to get a bedroom in a particular spot, and she says, oh, that one's not big enough. You're going to want this other one because it's bigger than the one you want. And she said, let me figure that out for you. I mean, she really went out of it. It took her a few minutes to figure out where to put me, and she found a good spot for me in what she said was a bigger room. And we did get into that bedroom, and it was bigger. It was really nice.
Okay, so if you have the select status, you will also get 2 one-class upgrades per year. If you have select plus, you'll get 4. And if you have executive, you'll get 4 plus an extra one for every 3,000 points. So that's a good deal. Another one you'll get is companion coupons. Companion coupons are amazing because they basically take the cost of the roomette down several $100s if you're using it. That's about what we found.
It's kind of like getting the buy one get one free sale.
Yeah.
When you get the companion coupon.
It's kind of like being able to...
similar.
Yeah, exactly. Like being able to do the BOGO anytime you want. And so we've found that those are the most valuable coupons you can get. Because of that, you don't get that until you get to Select Plus. But at Select Plus, you get 2. And at Executive, you get 2. So we both are now Select Plus, I think.
And Executive.
She's Executive, I'm Select Plus.
But we get them all.
But we get
So we get
a lot of those
four companion coupons, which is, for as much as we travel on Amtrak, that's great. It gives us a great deal on those rates.
So we just booked 4 roomettes with them, and we saved right around $1,000 off the price. So, and the reason we get this is because we had the World Mastercard. So that also works. Now you also get with the auto train, you'll get priority boarding, and you get 10% discount coupon off of regular other routes too. So you'll get 2 of those 10% off coupons for each of the levels.
Yeah, and you get that with Select, Select Plus, and Executive. The only level you don't get the 10% off is with the base member.
Yeah, so with the base member, you're not really getting any of these. You don't really get the hotline with that. All the stuff we're talking about that you get is once you get to Select.
Yes.
So
you're basically just... When you're just a base member, you're collecting points.
Correct.
That's it.
Another benefit you'll get through this program is Metropolitan Lounge access, which if you haven't seen our videos on those, it's amazing, especially if you're going to New York or Chicago. Now, you can get that with just having a roomette, but if you have the status, you can get that even when you're just riding any class ticket. So you'll get 2 single visit passes with Select. And then with Select Plus and Executive, you just always get to go.
You always get it. You just show your card. You get a member card. Looks like a little credit card. You get a member card, and you just show that at the door, and you can go into any Metropolitan Lounge as long as you have a ticket for that day.
And another one that you'll get if you're Executive is you get auto-registered into any promotion. So a lot of times they'll run promotions where you have double points, triple points, and you just have to click a button on their website to get in it. If you're Executive, they just do that for you.
You don't even have to sign up. They just do it for you. And it's great because they actually just had one a couple months ago where it was like 5 times the points. And I was like, oh my gosh, they sent me my receipt. And I thought, how did I get this many points? And apparently I went back and looked and they had automatically enrolled me in some promotion that they were doing. And we got a bunch of points.
Yeah, so the main strategy here should be get to Select as quickly as possible. And that's 5,000 tier qualifying points. So it's not that hard to do. If you spent $2,500 on Amtrak in a year, you would have it. Otherwise, if you spent less than that but had the Mastercard, you would also get that pretty quickly as well, and also with your free points. So we just think that with all those benefits that you're getting, it is really, if you're going to be doing any amount of Amtrak travel, something that you really need to think about getting in as quickly as possible.
And before we go any deeper into this, just so that you'll know, if you're taking notes, I'm going to make it even easier for you, is we have all of this typed up, written up, with graphs and everything for you on how you get to all the levels and what all the different points are. So if you feel like you missed anything in this video, head over to our website, groundedlifetravel.com, and head to the Amtrak Guest Rewards blog post. If you can't find it, just click on that little search bar, type in Amtrak Guest Rewards, and it'll bring that blog right up. It should be the first blog that pops up for you. But all of this information is on there as well as some other details as well that we're not going to have time to share here in this video. What else you got for us, Ryan?
A couple of the things that you need to know about this is there are other partner ways that you can get points, and so that would be like with car rentals or just hotels, all this. Now, I've found that this doesn't always work. This has been one of the most frustrating things about the Amtrak Guest Rewards Points is like getting your points when you get a car rental. I don't think I've ever gotten my points.
No, we've tried.
I've tried so many times.
Has not worked.
I walk up to the counter and I say to the guy, I'm in the Amtrak, I want the Guest Rewards.
They say yes, they nod, they act like they know what you're talking about. And
they don't know what you're talking about.
They don't know what you're talking about because nothing happens. You don't get the points. You try to call both places. Nobody knows. it doesn't
Nobody
work.
has records of the points. It's just,
So we don't know what to tell you, but
so yeah,
I wouldn't plan on doing that.
it's not a good strategy for accruing a bunch of points.
Right.
The other thing is that you can use these points for short trips. Like we were in LA and we're going down to San Diego on the Pacific Surfliner. We got a trip for the three of us, a couple thousand points apiece. And so for like 6,000 or 8,000 points, we had free trips on the Pacific Surfliner.
Yeah, we rode business class down.
Yeah.
We were actually taking our daughter down to San Diego, so she rode with us in business class, and we got free
Exactly.
free tickets for all three of us.
And if you sign up for that 50,000 point offer, which really was amazing. I mean, if you're a married couple, you should both sign up for it because then you'll have 100,000 points for basically $160, and those 100,000 points are worth
way more.
close to $2,500 in free roomettes. So you really can't go wrong. Now, granted, they're not doing that promotion all the time, but if you see it, jump on it. You can always get to 20,000 points.
The 20,000 is basically just a always there deal.
Yeah. And so if you get that 50 though, you're going to want to jump on it.
Go for it.
So, we have just found that this has definitely been the most lucrative, and people ask us all the time, oh, it must be nice to be able to travel on all these Amtrak rides, and one of the ways we do it is through all these points. We booked our trips for this whole year, and we booked 7 roomettes on the best 7 routes. We booked the 7 best routes, and it cost us $2,000 to get 7 roomettes because we got 3 of them for free. And the other 4 we used our companion coupons on. And it was literally like, that's about what sometimes it costs people $2,000 to book 1 or 2 roomettes.
Right.
And so we got all 7 of them for that simply because we had the World Mastercards and we've been accruing our points in the program.
We've been piling up points, and we thought, well, now it's time to book those. And that's one of the things that we do is we kind of save them up so that we have a bunch of them, so that we can put several trips together. So it's a great way to kind of save up and save on that. And if you have the different levels, I mean, we did use also on the ones that we did pay for, we also saved money on because we had companion coupons to use. So we saved money on those that way as well. Not only did we get free rides, but we also got those discounted ones.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a great program. We highly recommend getting into it, and there's just no reason not to do it because it is free.
Yeah, so guys, hopefully this was very helpful to you and enlightening if you're trying to decide if you were going to be a part of Guest Rewards and you enjoy traveling on Amtrak. Like I said earlier, don't forget to go over to the website, groundedlifetravel.com. The website's going to pop up here up on the screen if you need to look at it, and get all the information right there on the website. We break it all down for you. We've got graphs, we've got all the numbers, and you won't even have to bother with taking notes during the video. So hopefully it was helpful to you guys. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also share this video as well on your social media. Give us a like. If you have any questions about Guest Rewards, leave those for us down below in the comments. And we do hope to see you on the rails.